Hello, everyone. What is the purpose of life? Can you ask yourself this question? What is the purpose of our existence? Why am I here? God says in the Quran, I have not created man except that they worship me. But in order to do this, we must know who is Allah. Allah is the name of the Almighty Creator, the Sustainer. He gave us this name to Himself when He introduced Himself to Moses. He said, I am the originator of the heavens and the earth, completely perfect, without imperfection or deficiency. He is the Creator, meaning He created the heavens and the earth. He is what caused us to come into existence. He is the Sustainer. He provides for you water to drink and food to eat, sweet to the taste of all different kinds of varieties, fruits and vegetables of all different colors and varieties and textures, animals, some of what we eat and some of that we use for transportation and for livelihood. Okay, so can you imagine with me if you fed your neighbor every day for 5 years? Can you imagine if they went to someone else and thanked them? How would you feel? You would feel hurt. You would feel angry. So, this is your Lord, the Creator, the Sustainer, the Eternal, the most gracious, the most merciful. He is the one who provides you all these things. This is why it is so important that we understand who Allah is, that we thank Him and worship Him alone. There is nothing like Him. He has no beginning nor end. He is not His creation. He was never born and never dies. He doesn't become fatigued, nor does He rest. He is not human. He causes death and He brings to life. Everything in His will is destined, or qadr, which is predestination. For instance, the fact that I am speaking to you in this video and that you are listening to what I'm saying happen is the will of God. Everything happens for a reason and under His command. So we find when people don't know who is their Lord, who is our Lord, who He is and what He wants from us, our outcome is depression, confusion, trouble, chaos, and our lives are a mess. For instance, we are living in a society in which materialism, in what kind of car you drive, what you wear, the kind of music you listen to, the people you hang out with, let's see, the movies you see, the drinking, the smoking, the sex, the drugs, all of these material things, all of these things that are promoted are things that are said to be cool, are things that are by the society approved of. But in reality, they are promoting these things to distract us about what is really important in our life. What is the only certainty that every single human being will go through and experience, and that is death. Every single person will die. No one can beat death. This is the reality. This is the only certainty that every single person has in common. Yet, how often do we think about death? Every single one of us will die. All the prophets and messengers came with the same message to worship God and God alone, from Adam, Noah, David, Jacob, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, and Muhammad. We find their stories and examples in the Quran. In fact, the first time I read the Quran, I was absolutely amazed. I just remember feeling, before I became Muslim, I felt so empty. And I remember that when the times were tough, when you were going through a hard time, your parents cannot always be there. Your friends cannot always be there. Your neighbors, your brothers and sisters, etc., your family, they can't always be there. But the person who is always, not the person, but the one who is always there is Allah. And so I realized, I was sick of living my life the way I wanted to, because it wasn't working. It wasn't. My life was a mess. And I decided to submit to God's will, because mine wasn't working. And submitting to God's will is Islam. To become a Muslim, one who submits to the will of the Creator, one who is in constant worship of God in everything they do, everything they say. They're in constant remembrance of the Creator of the heavens and the earth and themselves. If you're ready to also submit to the will of God, reply to this video.